Okay, I don't usually post reviews on Twitter, but I'll make an exception in this case because I promised Sab that I would update him or her when I got around to watching Ephemeral. Well, I got around to watching it, and to put it kindly, I didn't like it. To put it bluntly, I want to set this episode on fire. The pacing on this episode is just horrible. There are like 3, maybe more stories going on in 22 minutes. Like, it really should have been a multi-parter, or at least an hour-long episode. And this is on top of the setup feeling contrived. Like, this is the only other appearance of Suhan, and this is what they choose to do with him? Also, Luca, now might be a good time to spill the beans and let Suhan know. Making Gabriel not only figure out his son is Cat Noir just from him saying "Milady," again contributing to the rushed pace of this episode, but making him go full-blown Gendo Ikari and end the world with the miraculous. I get that this wasn't exclusive to Ephemeral, but still, why must you make me eat my own words? The ending where Ladybug chastises Suhan for judging them based on his own fears, as if she hasn't judged and acted out of her own fears before. And, you know, that's kind of the reason why she and Cat Noir are keeping their identities a secret from each other. And somehow Suhan admits that she's in the right... yeah, I pulled a dark owl on this moment. I ended up rage quitting, and I'm not going any further. The only bit of credit I can give to this episode is how it shows Marinette trying to cope with the fact that Adrien and Cat Noir are the same. I kind of like that little detail, but given the pacing of this episode, it does not save it whatsoever. I had low expectations for this episode. I've heard plenty of people say it's pretty bad. I've heard my friends say it's basically Chat Blanc except worse, and you know what? I agree. While I don't particularly like Chat Blanc, I could at least appreciate Bryce Papenbrook giving it his all. I could appreciate it being darker and more serious than other episodes. It felt like there was actual effort here. This, even putting aside the subpar animation, the fact that the only thing they did to celebrate the 100th episode is include some previous villains as small cameos and put in the number 100 12 times in this episode. And even putting aside the flag controversy, which is its own can of worms that I'd rather not get too deep into again, this is one of the most unpolished and frustrating episodes that I've seen by itself, and it's outright insulting as a 100th episode. I know you might disagree with me, and as always, that's fine. Go ahead and like it. I won't stop you. But personally, while I still hate Simple Man far more, it's right up there with the worst of the series. I am sorry. When an episode makes me debate on whether I should continue the series after season 4, even with an admittedly fantastic finale, look, there's no other way to put it. I'm really sorry.